Like I said, are you moving the needle in your business? And that means, first you've got to have an understanding of what your business is, right? What is your business when you break it down? Actually, I created a little infographic type thing to kind of better explain this or describe this. Um, but yeah, let's talk about it. What is your business? If you're running a high paid, high ticket agency, digital marketing agency, model studio, OnlyFans studio, whatever it is, right? Independent consultancy where you're helping other businesses solve their financial problems, their revenue problems, sales problems, logistical issues, whatever it is. Or maybe you're a coach where you try to help people get transformation through changing their mindsets, whatever it is. Okay. Your business can be broken down into 4 easy to describe and easy to distinguish departments. It's marketing, sales, service, back office. Okay. Inside of each of those departments, there are only 2 responsibilities that each of them have that they have to be accountable to. Right? Marketing, it's what? To educate and to qualify your potential customer. All right. That's marketing's job before they get to sales. Sales is to make agreements and to set expectations before they get to your service department. All right. When your salespeople are talking to your prospective buyer, are they already qualified and educated? If they're not, you're doing it wrong. Sorry, you're doing high ticket wrong already. Sorry. If you have your salespeople out there prospecting for new business, sorry, you're doing high ticket wrong. Sorry. If your salespeople are the ones delivering the product, but they're also the ones taking the money, you're doing it wrong. Sorry. All right. So marketing, educate, qualify, sales, make agreements, set expectations, service, meet the agreements that sales has made, right? Meet agreements, and then manage expectations. Make sure that the scope creep doesn't kick in, and customers understand, your clients understand that they're getting what they paid for and more, right? But not extra. Extra costs more. All right. Meeting and managing expectations. Now, back office. What does back office do? Back office documents your business. It's going to give you insight, right? Give you the 2 responsibilities is to give insight and to capture the byproduct. So when you're making a business, or when you're doing business, when you're exchanging money, when you're transacting, when you're doing what we're doing now, whatever it is, you're creating a byproduct. And it's, are you documenting it? Are you packaging it up and selling it? Are you capturing the insights? Are you creating your future with do, plan, capture, publish? Like, do you know what that means? Do, plan, capture, publish? Give me a call, give me a text, 806. I just got the number. 866-806-SCOT. Call or text 866-806-SCOT. Give me a shout. And I'm going to kick back and work on my business a bit. Don't hesitate to leave a comment wherever you're seeing this. See me an email, scott@scott.agency, sales@scott.agency. Not sales.agency, scott.agency. That's what it is. www.scott.agency. There you're going to see a little opt-in. Drop your email address in there so I can keep you up to date on what I'm working on. You're going to want to see this, all right? The last couple of years, it's not like I was just sitting on my thumbs, all right? You're going to want to see what I'm working on. It's truly interesting. So if you're a high-paid agency founder, independent consultant, transformational coach, go to www.scot.agency. Drop your email. That way you can get a summary of the important things of what we're going to go through tonight. I'll keep a list of those things. I keep a bulleted list. I share the actual things that we boil down on these live streams and stuff with email, so you don't have to hang out for several hours and see what all I do if you don't want to. That's fine. Anyway, guys, hopefully you've had a great, fantastic week. We're going into Sunday, which some people count as the first day of next week. Make sure that at the end of this weekend, you have made some type of progress towards your goal, or you know what your goal is going into next week, or we're going to be screwed this week, right? We have to be prepared by Sunday evening to plan out next week. And really, we should have done this by Friday if we want to have a good weekend. Isn't that right? So Next week, I've got a couple interesting projects. We're starting new campaigns in a few different verticals that'll be interesting, I think. Um, and so, yeah, I can't wait to share that with you, to buy media here and stuff like that. I'm going to share the stream when I go into buying ads and the process and how we close the deals that come in and the inbound process. I think yesterday I shared the real quick and dirty social media and online audit that we did for the company. That is a real good little video to watch. It's a nice product you can package up and sell because the stuff needs to be done before you run paid traffic. You can't have just freaking everything going on out there in the internet world. If your customer goes and searches for your brand on Google after they see a paid ad, what's going to happen next, for example, in several instances like that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to hang out, guys. Drop me a text if you want me to talk about anything specifically. If you're watching live, I'm hanging out in the garage tonight. Got a nice little crisp air coming in. We need some new music though, man. Somebody needs to hook me up with some royalty-free music that I can play on here that doesn't suck big macaroni. I mean, this isn't terrible, but it's not something I'd listen to all night probably. I play Spotify and they kick me off of here. All right. Let's get settled in. Let's take off our jackets. Shoot me a text on that 800 number if you want me to talk about anything specifically. You can give me a call if you want to, and I'll answer it on speaker on air if you want. I don't care. If you're rewatching, thanks for hanging out, guys. You're probably not going to see anything that's worth your time unless you've got hours to waste. But if you go to www.scot.agency, I'll shoot you a bulleted list of anything important so you don't miss the good shit. All right. All right, let's see what we got going on real quick. So this stuff really doesn't look all that important, to be honest. I must have been a little bit tired when I put these priorities together because this doesn't look at all like anything that's really business important. Let's see what we got tonight in the local reservoir. We've got Grow Sciences is on deck. We've got, let's see, Mac, MAC, and we've got Triangle Lemons and Tropical Cherry. All right. Let's see what kind of stash that looks like. Um, Triangle Lemons. I want to see what this thing is. What's everybody up to tonight? Send me a text message or give me a phone call if you want to talk about something specifically. I'm just kind of, I don't want the resin stuff. I want the flour. This crackhead right here, Smoke Dog. This guy is obnoxious, man. He's silly though. I don't care about the rosin. I'm done effing with Grow Science. No way to even contact them on their site. I sent them an Instagram message and they reply right away. They're locals. I don't know what this guy's talking about. Triangle Cushion Lemon Tree. All right, I can deal with some lemon tree. That's cool, I guess. What's the other one? Mac. I can't remember what Mac was. That's what Mac is. I don't remember. I know Mac Smalls by Grows and Makes Experience. Oh man, these people complain and complain and complain. They did replace a half ounce for me though. I need to go pick it up actually. There we go. That's good stuff. Picked some of this stuff up at my recent stop vape. Oh, it's amazing. Yes, it is. Mac is proper. Yep. All right, cool. Just want to make sure it was the actual Mac strain that they were messing with. All right. Man, I didn't realize it was always already going on at 1 o'clock. Let me take a look at my personal priority pipeline real quick and make sure I don't have anything pending for Monday before I get into this crap. What are you guys working on today? You have a business problem, a sales problem, or a marketing problem, paid media. And by the way, everybody has a problem with that stuff. I even have, everybody does. Okay. You know what the problem is? You're not getting enough of it. Okay. It's like if you're getting leads, if you're getting good qualified leads, and what do we say marketing's job is to do? Is to qualify and educate. And so if your sales department, even if that's a one person operation, that's you, hey, I'm Mr. Sales Guy now that I've, my marketing's educated you on what we do, who we're good for, who we're not good for. You have personally self-selected that you are a good fit for this. Chances are that you are based on some conditions we're going to discover on this call. And, you could even explain to me as a client why you might be a great fit to work with me at this point. As a sales guy, you should have this type of rapport built. It may take you 6 months in your marketing to get this done. I don't know. Back when I was doing millions of dollars in coaching, it took 6, 7 months for someone to get warmed up to who I was, to understand that I'm a consistent motherfucker. I'm persistent and I know what I'm talking about. It may take 6 months depending on your, amount. It's not really a time thing though. It's the amount of, immersion that you can create for the experience for the buyer. It's an immersion experience. Okay. Think about any high ticket stuff you have ever bought, invested in, whatever you want to call it. I don't care what you've experienced. Um, it happens through an immersion process. It's like you listen to a podcast, you listen to the guy, girl, whoever it is, you discover through a process of, is this a good person that I'm going to give money to help me solve my business problems, right? And generally speaking, they're going to fall into one of three categories for you. And like we discussed, it's a mentor, a colleague, or a mentee that's going to help you. And by the way, mentees can charge you money to help you with stuff too. They see a different perspective, what's perspective? Time and distance, right? They have different perspective on your challenge than you do. And that's the reason that we pay for coaching, consulting, or even self-help, freaking counseling, psychiatrists, whatever. And so we can get different perspective and from an expert opinion on something in specific. It could be a whatever mental. It could be you're working on your sales pipeline. You're getting leads coming in, but they're not educated and qualified. You're not sure why that your sales guys can't close them. Maybe it's a closing problem, and maybe it's a problem that your sales guys aren't talking to qualified and educated customers. Okay, and maybe your sales guy is you, and that's the same thing. You're wearing that hat when you talk to them. So Your sales department, what is their job? It's to make agreements and set expectations. It's not to educate the customer on why they should buy the product from you. Like if you're educating somebody on why they should buy from you on a sales call, you're already fucked. Just forget about it. You're done. You're already, on a sales call, somebody should already be educated and qualified. They should know. If they're not qualified, they should know what the qualifications are and the consultations to help walk them through if they meet them or not. And it's literally to see if they're a good fit to work with you. What the fuck are y'all talking about? We're going to close these guys today on the sales call. No, you're not. You're going to see if they're a good fit to work with you. And literally, you're going to find out if they're a good fit. If they're not, you're not going to take their money. You're not going to figure out ways that you're a good fit when you're really not. That's not sales. That's freaking scamming, right? So moving on with that topic. And after they make agreements, they're going to set expectations, right? That comes naturally with making agreements, by the way. When you tell the prospect you're going to do this, here's what happens next. Here is what is going to happen once this transaction occurs today. When I take your credit card, here's what you're going to get exactly. And it's your sales guy, whether it's you or not, it's their job, your sales girl, whoever. It's their job to what? Make sure the fucking customer, make sure the freaking customer is clear on what they're getting. Because when it comes time to fulfill it, and you told the guy, yeah, this is going to be delivered in 3 days from now, and your campaign's launched and everything, you're going to wonder why they're all mad when it's not up and stuff. They could have waited 3 weeks. You just had to tell them correctly. You didn't communicate right? You wanted that credit card payment or whatever. So be careful about that stuff. Set expectations. Then it transfers over to your onboarding for service, right? That's where you're going to meet the agreements that you made. That's do what you say, right? Easy enough. And then manage the expectations. So when the customer comes back and says, or the client says, I thought I was getting this, right? That should never be a problem if the other channels are doing their job. But what is it that we do when we work on our business? We improve things. Am I perfect in all these departments? No. Was I ever? No. But I do know the right way to do it. Okay. And that's an important part. And it's a matter of working towards getting there, right? That's called working on our business. Back office to provide insights and to freaking capture the byproduct, capture the byproduct, even if it's you. Document, screen record yourself setting your business up or doing a thing in your business, whatever it is, and screen record it and then have somebody go through and crop it out. Or have AI, what they have these tools now that can go through and edit your videos for you and stuff. And, I will probably do that later if it's important to me. So I have the raw files here though. When I, learn a new SaaS product or something, I record the video and then I may look like a freaking idiot because I'm not doing it to teach anybody. But if you learn in the process, great. But I'm not doing it to teach anybody. It's just I want to go back later when I have tons of bukus of money and say, this is literally me doing it. Have someone crop out the good parts and stuff. And here's like literally every changelog piece, right? You can go through Basecamp and see every item that was changed at what date and everything. The only thing you can't get from me is luck. And hopefully I've got a good bit of luck on my side, right? Whoops. Let's see. I'm curious about this. So I see I've got one person on Facebook watching, two on Twitch. And it seems like Twitch always picks up one or two people. And then the replays, I generally, people message me on replays mostly. But we are going to, as this builds on, we'll have it more organized and we'll have things more concise on the videos and stuff. I'm still learning how to use the video. I'm still learning these are the tools that I've always used, but things have changed. Basecamp is version 4.0 now. When I was using it, it might have been 2 or something. I don't know. I think they just gotten into 3. So I had to learn a couple things. It's cool though. I love their Kanban system here. I love how they have it in a square. You've got your triage back here, which is your backlog. You have your figuring it out, and you have your in progress, and then not now and done happen naturally. So not now and done. Let's see. How many of you guys know how to set up your email account with like iCloud or something for free, your custom domain? Is that something you even want to know? I mean, I just plugged my phone in, so I'm trying to get back to some folks or even look at what they were talking about. 1 in the freaking morning. It's finally cooling off here in Phoenix. So text you other details. I don't remember what time check or anything. It says for one person, let's say is when you mentioned for what is she talking about? This is a hello. I'll tell you what, man. So it's really interesting. Home Depot has these little sheds, and I have a buddy, John Warris. I saw on his profile he had an Amish one built, and it seems like everyone that does Amish are better. But regardless, I've been doing some interesting testing on Airbnb, and I know that the market here would support several $50 per night listings in the zip code. I'm like, dang, those little sheds would be awesome if you could get them plumbed in and have like a 1 acre property somewhere. People just want a place to like crash, and they don't want to spend $200 a night in Scottsdale in a hotel. It's really interesting though. They pretty much sleep on a freaking porch if you let them. Let's see. Interesting thing going on there. No, I don't think so. Kevin, they just messaged me. I'm probably not going to get into details on that type of stuff. Yeah, I'm sitting here. Like, am I even going to work on my business at 1 in the morning tonight? I'm just feeling tired still. I took a good rest today. I'm just trying to make sure that if I'm not going to be effective, I'll just reschedule for tomorrow because I'm not really feeling super effective right now. Trying to see, and the problem with that is I always push on even when I feel some kind of way because it's really not about your feelings a lot of times. Why? Because your feelings come and go, and you should be able to push through. But really, I don't have a defined schedule either. So it's kind of like you have to do one or the other. If you have a schedule, then you need to do it even if you don't feel like it. But isn't that the point of having free will, is to do things when and how you want to do them, though? I mean, I don't know. With ChatGPT, just this lead magnet thing is so easy now. I don't know why I'm not publishing one a day. Probably because I don't have a hungry audience that wants to get them right now. I know if I did, I'd probably be doing one lead magnet a day with ChatGPT. And not having ChatGPT do the logic of it. Like I see some people teaching and coaching, like, now with ChatGPT, you can have any lead magnet you want. You can be a genius coach. You say, write it as a genius coach, and then now you can give it to your clients. No, dude. If you don't understand the logic of what ChatGPT is great right now, I think, in my ignorant state of having maybe 200 hours into it or something like that. I don't know, 400. I don't know how many 100 hours, but it is, for me at least in my business right now, it's a great tool to create like templates and frameworks for processes to do things. And in terms of like adding a paint by numbers that you can go back and modify and edit, super great for like interpreting agreements. If someone sends you a JV agreement, you can dump it in there and see what it thinks about it. Creating agreements, if you don't have the cash, or if you're in the process where you're not spending money on a lawyer to create ironclad agreements, it's good for like typing up terms of service and stuff, refund stuff and payment agreements and stuff. That's cool. It might be good for kickstarting brainstorming sessions or to like keep them flowing, like if we ran out of things to talk about and stuff. But I wouldn't have it writing on my copy, for example, my landing pages. It might give me some ideas for product names. It's been really good for that, for like domain names and stuff. I might say, here's a 5,000 character, whatever the limit is, information about my new product. Give me 10 trademarkable names that I might use for it or something like that. And it gives me some pretty fucking good names on that. If you're using ChatGPT for something that's cool in your business, shoot me a text or call me 866-806-SCOT. That's 7268. And I'll be curious to hear what you're doing. And by the way, I always add back to things. If you give me some golden nugget, I'm not just going to take it and run. I promise. I promise you that. I'm a little nervous to open up this jar of Mac, though, man. This stuff is potent. Did everybody have a great week in terms of your business development, sales, and all? Did you have a bad sales week? Are you having a good, strong closeout of your year? I know things for us here are just accelerating. Velocity is increasing, and that's what I look for. Is just I want velocity moving faster. That doesn't really make sense. Velocity moving faster, but I want velocity. I want the velocity up. So, and I think in my life, even when things are going crazy, sometimes I look at what is the rate of velocity towards my outcomes that I'm trying to get to. I might get distracted here and there. Maybe I got distracted for a year or two sometimes. Hell, I don't know. Maybe I went through a divorce and got distracted for a while. I don't know. But what's the rate of velocity that I'm getting toward being a better person and having self-awareness, self-realizations that, yeah, I have fucked up in a lot of ways, and it's cool. Everybody has, by the way. I might have been one of the first ones to do it in the freaking broad daylight public, though, on Facebook, because not one of the first ones, but there are a lot of people out there that have different motives than I did when I fucked up, though. You know what I'm saying? My fuck up didn't really cause, I wouldn't say it caused a lot of, didn't really cause a lot of like heavy duty impact, but it caused enough broad impact, like on a low level, that it was just freaking annoying to a lot of people, and so, and at the time I was immature and I didn't give a shit either. I mean, I did, but I didn't care enough to stop it. So you guys, the worst thing, and at the time, when I went through my divorce, I got a penthouse downtown in Phoenix on 4th Avenue in the Embassy condos. 11th floor, man, that was a beauty too. It was my dream when I was doing business. I always told my ex-wife, I said, I want to move into a penthouse in the city and have like the best view. And she was like, no, I want to have a white picket fence and country yard or whatever. And I like that too. But the minute that we separated in terms of our stuff, I think that same day I went down, I'd already had it picked out and shit. I went down and said, here's a freaking down payment, bro. He had it for rent. I said, here's 3 months up front, because he had people coming in and stuff. And we worked out a deal with it from there. But anyway, man, that was amazing. I love downtown view and stuff, and it was cool. But I'm not sure where I was going with that exactly. I think when people start commenting that you need to be careful about going out on an island to help yourself, you should really take that take it for serious. How do you say that? You should really take it serious, because like there's some people in my life right now that are going out on islands, and I see it and I'm like, God, please don't go out there, because you can't be pulled out from that island. I can't swim to that island sometimes, and I know my friends couldn't swim to the island I was on. I think there might have been someone that could break through to me, but it probably would have had to been like Tony Robbins or something, dude. He had to show up or something. I don't know who could have, but a lot of people tried to break through to me at the time. And I remember thinking, and I don't know, it was just like nobody could help me. My wife at the time was my world, and I think she was her and my mom were probably the only two women or people even that could like make me listen to anything. Y'all know I was crazy. I had close friends that would tell me things, and not like that I was being crazy stupid, but first big problem was I stopped going into the office. I thought I start when I moved downtown. I used to live over in the Biltmore area next to my office on 24th and Camelback, and it was maybe like I didn't know the geography of Phoenix well, but it may have been like a 5 or 10 minute little pedal over to my office from the place I lived at, from my house. And so I got, spoiled and everything. I could walk to work. Well, I moved downtown and you get in traffic in the mornings. And I was like, screw this. I'm not even going into work. I'm going to work from home now. So then my employees are down at the office every day, like, where's Scott at? Where's Scott at? And I'm like, then I start sleeping in, not getting out of bed, getting depressed and shit. And they start coming to my place, like working at my house because they want to hang out at the penthouse. And I'm like, okay, this is cool. They're at my house and everything. And then, guess what happens? No work gets done, huh? No work gets done because we were having a good old time. And it wasn't that we didn't want to work because we were working our asses off. It was that I didn't have focus on our direction. So we were doing a lot of busy work. Right now, I might be sitting in front of this computer. I'm not looking at the screen, but I know that the stuff that I accomplished this week was high impact stuff. I don't have to do anything tonight if I don't want to. I know at that time, I remember my thought process was I needed to solve a few problems. I was trying to coach Andrew up and train him up on becoming like an impressive media buyer for some reason, instead of just me buying the media myself when I'm good at it. Like, we had clients paying us money, right? I always had a problem with a media buyer because I'm one of the best at running paid traffic to like long form offers and stuff like that, the exact shit we were doing. That's how I got good, like, in the business. But I decided I didn't want to do that anymore. So my goal was to freaking always have a media buyer on hand, or I was buying leads and stuff. And I got screwed a couple times. One time when I first separated from Bobby Cox, somebody that was like in my program, my coaching program, I would always use students that graduated to buy media for me and just buy leads from them because they didn't never really have a problem after they learned how to generate leads for me. Like, they were experts at it, so they just freaking gave me the leads. Well, I would just buy from them to support the group, and I didn't want to run my own ads all the time, so screw it. I wanted them to have all the money, Well, I go buy the ads. Well, I realized that why is my cost per lead starting to go up when because when you start running a business and you have 9 employees in your office and everything, and you freaking, your goals change from like trying to close every deal, because you go through this thing of, in your personal life, you have a couple modes. In your entrepreneurial journey, you're going to have a couple modes. You're going to have the first one, which is survivalism in your personal life. And that's like, you're stretching to pay the mortgage, or you're even stretching to get a mortgage, or whatever your problem is. You're stretching to make sure all your bills are paid, and that the kids are getting like expert schooling, and like, you're eating good and you're healthy and all that. You have the things that you need at home. You're not stressing about it. You're making your investments, your percentages and all. And, you have good quality vehicles, all that stuff, right? You're not worried about the air conditioner breaking and freaking not being able to pay a $5,000 ticket or whatever. So that's your survivalism. Once you graduate from that step, which big buzzer alert, 99% of Americans will never graduate from that. It's called living paycheck to paycheck. Once you graduate from that, and you don't have, debt weighing you down and this and that, then you get to do what's called survivalism in your business world. Those of you that think once you get a successful business that all of that little problem goes away because now you're money rich and everything, dude, no, you have the same disciplines that you had in your household. Me as a 23, 24-year-old, whatever, running our personal finances, right? Dude, I had to get really skilled up since I made these mistakes, man. I made a lot of stupid mistakes. Well, I didn't go to college and get an accounting degree, man. I didn't know what a Ponzi scheme was. Like, I couldn't take ad money and buy this or that. Nobody fucking told me how to run a business, but I was running it somehow. So anyway, you've got this survivalism in your personal world that you graduate from, and now you like got money to invest in a business without putting on a credit card and stuff like that. You've got at least 10 grand liquid in your personal checking that has nothing to do with anything that's assigned to it, unbudgeted, right? That's what I would consider. At least 10, right? For me at the time, it was having 10 that didn't go to bills or anything. Every month I would make 10 in my personal account, and my wife would have 10 in her personal account, and all our investments were made up and everything. And that to me was like financial freedom. Okay, it's a different number for everybody, obviously, and cost of living has risen. I was looking at a house today in Gulf Shores for $1.6 million, and Gulf Shores, Alabama, and like you couldn't get a house like that out here for 1.6. That's why I'm looking at it because frick. But what is the mortgage on a $1.6 million house? After you're all in, it's about $12,000 with 300 something down. Where's your 300 down at, et cetera, right? So you got to build this thing up. And if you're like me, you're 37, get into your 40s, or you're even older, or you're younger, who cares? But if you're getting into your 40s and stuff, things start getting expensive, and your friends start getting expensive, and your hobbies start getting expensive. It's not the same. Your girlfriend don't want to go down to Wendy's no more. She wants to go down to freaking Barcelona for dinner, right? Because that's what your buddies that are in business are doing. You better fucking step it up. You better have a freaking, better take care of business because you want to have a good quality of life, and it's financial freedom comes from that, or that comes from financial freedom. Free will doesn't happen without financial freedom. You guys get into a little traffic stop or something and get in trouble for having weed on you or something like that, whatever it is. Next thing you know, you're $40,000 in the hole, or somebody sues you in your business for non-compete, like they sued me in my first business, and you're 70 grand in the hole. And you're 24 years old, and you never made $70,000 in it, less than a year before. So it's like, how do you solve this stuff? Well, guess what? You can. Me being as stupid as I was back in my 20s, being able to somehow like capture a movement, however small it was to some people. I had a movement, and it started with believing that it could happen, and I do believe that it will happen, and it is happening right now too. I have, the cult of Scot is still growing, guys. I don't care how many people don't like it. I just care how many people like it. That's like when you're selling something. I don't care how many people don't like it. I care how many people like it. Because if tons of people don't like it, but tons of people do like it too, I'm still selling it, dude. I don't care. It's like Donald Trump, or it's like Joe Biden. Say anything. If it's a polarizing thing, now I'm not going to go out on a stretch and try to polarize everything kind of how I used to. Maybe I just didn't care, or maybe I wasn't being as impactful as I could have been because I wasn't freaking speaking to my buyers more. Like I could have spent, if I could go back, I would spend a lot more time talking to the people that gave me money, and a lot less time to the people that were fucking watching from the popcorn gallery, because I had thousands of people who gave me money, and I don't remember some of their names even to this day. So that's kind of a thing I will correct, and I have course corrected. If you do 1,000 transactions a month and 10 of them charge back, that's still 10 people that are out on social media fucking talking shit. And out of 1,000, it's like, I don't know who those people are really, but it's very important. So the most important, actually, I'll say it that way. Make sure you have a fucking plan set up if your mom dies that you can run your business to. That's happened to me as well. That's just like, my mom died, and then I freaking bought an Xbox and played Xbox for a month. And next thing you know, Bobby Stocks is scamming me for my fucking group and shit. Bobby Cox, little cocksucker. Sorry for the ladies watching this. This is gym room talk, but locker room talk, but sorry, he's a cocksucker. So, you want to know what a cocksucker is? It's Bobby Cox Stocks. Oh, anyway, stories I could tell you about that little cocksucker. That I wouldn't. I want him to call me and say, Scotty boy, you know what? You know what, Scotty boy? You made me who I am today, Scotty boy. No, I didn't make him who he is today. I made him who he was back then, which is probably a better motherfucker than he is today. I don't know. Hopefully he's good, though. I love that kid, and I hope one day he calls me and says, dude, I got some perspective, time and distance, and kind of see some different ideas about something. He may not ever, that's okay. I've just, the last 5-6 years, I've become a lot less aggressive, a lot less caring about people's opinions of me. That's why I'm live streaming at, 1:20 in the morning. I don't care, man. Funny thing is, when me and Bobby, Brian, and all those guys were building that business, we were up until 4 or 5 in the morning every morning, and it was just us on video, and we were doing what I'm doing by myself right now, by the way. But I know that if I continue live streaming what I'm doing and stuff, I will. I'll get somebody's attention that wants to wingman up, and I'll see if they're a good wingman or not. So I need a wingman though. Don't need one, but I wouldn't mind having a wingman. Is what I mean, or wing girl, whatever you want to call it. Let's mute again. Oh, let's see what else we got on the music front. So, what do you guys want to see and talk about? You guys are the ones watching, or are you just doing it for background? So, I don't really feel like getting into any really hardcore um, business stuff tonight in terms of making anything right now. I'm kind of thinking about Canva is really interesting. There, I might learn tonight. I feel like it, unless I go to bed here in a minute. I may learn about how to use how to use ChatGPT to manipulate Canva. I know the plugin came out recently. Let's see if we add that right now. Because it would be nice if I could go to ChatGPT and say, "Hey, make me a website that does this, this, this," and then it spits it out. There we go. Our systems have detected unusual activity from your system. What the hell does that mean? There we go. Certainly, Scott, if you're considering using the new Canva plugin within the context of your digital agency or for consultancy purposes, here's a structured guide on how to use it. Canva plugins are extensions or integrations. Blah. Okay. Integrate. Visit the platform's marketplace or plugin section. Search for the Canva plugin. Once integrated, you can access the design tools directly from the third-party platform. Okay. Benefits for digital agencies and consultants. Fast track content creation for clients by using Canva's vast template library tailored to the client's brand guideline. Is this just Canva in general? What the hell? Oh, this is just Canva in general. Okay, that's not what I was talking about. Okay. The hell? Okay. I don't know if you guys seen the spellbook thing. It's pretty cool. You can put contracts in there. It's neat. Those of you not sure about what to make for a lead magnet, here's a good lead magnet. How to use Canva with ChatGPT in your agency. Boom. I would download it right now, right? There's one. Boom. You can use the plugin to generate social media posts, videos for TikTok, Instagram Reels, templates for websites, posters, and much more. The best part about the Canva plugin combo is that the image and video outputs are customizable as well. So to learn more about the plugin and see, you could write something much better than this, guys. And once you figure out what to do it, you know how to do this thing. Okay, yeah, I knew to hit the plugins on there. Forgot about that. I'm seeing freaking ads for water softeners everywhere now. I'm doing market research on that. Hundreds of amazing plugins. Don't here search for Canva yet. Now go ahead and enter the prompt for the image or video you wish to create. For starters, we asked them to generate images for social media posts about climate change, and it generated some impressive results within a minute. Let's see. Yeah, but that's pretty weak. I could just type climate change into Canva and get the same output though, right? Or sell it. That's just a template. You can also click on the link in ChatGPT's reply and customize the design to your liking on Canva without even signing in. That's interesting. Next, you can ask for the Canva plugin on ChatGPT to create a logo for your company or brand. Well, now that's cool how they added a call to action on it. Okay. I want to know how to freaking automate this so when my client's on board, it's like outputs everything for them, right? UPath, what's that? Further, faster, sooner. I love that. Further, faster, quicker. I think it's like my thing now. Katie Nuggets. Automate content creation with ChatGPT and Canva. Here's a great lead magnet for someone to make. A video teaches how to automate content creation using Canva. Okay. 10 health tips and 5 minutes Canva's customized templates and bulk create feature. I like the bulk create. You can dump out like an export for every platform right away. Create customized quotes from top books to use. That's cool. CSV files for bulk designs, link data to quotes, and customize designs using Canva's Styles tab and brand kit colors. Huh. Bulk creating Instagram posts. See, I'm just not really into bulk creating stuff. I mean, it's really more so okay, so it can create connect data to titles, descriptions, and images, making the process more efficient. Month worth of content for social media in just 40 minutes. Okay. Well, it's not really the little insight I was looking for. I want something cool. I want a cool trick. I want a cool trick. Marketing automation magic. What's this? Simples, Canva AI, and ChatGPT bring it online sort of live. Let's see what they say. Seems like a cool blog. I like it. Manage my rapid growth. Wow. Improve my sales or grow my business. Results. Advisory, agile, growth, etc. I love it. CTO, web, app offerings, tech audit. Perfect. I'm going to probably swipe the hell out of that. E-commerce stores. I'm going to change some of that stuff. E-commerce stores are changing rapidly with the advent of AI. One of the biggest opportunities for growing your store currently is using AI generated content. Okay, I guess lead generation, lead scoring to get the right customer to the right member in your team. SendPulse is our preferred marketing automation product because of its features and scalable price. I've heard of it. I've never looked into it. You can also use Mailchimp. So it's Klaviyo or HubSpot. I guess SendPulse is an EMS. I don't know. Text to image AI image generator sells content prompts prep. Okay. Text to image feature, huh? What is this now? What is text to image? Oh, describe the image you want to see. Oh, I see now. So Canva has this. So I guess that was the ChatGPT integration was part of that, huh? Okay. I think I like where they're going with this. Oh, I thought you could have it do it automatically with the API something. Why would you go there and type it manually? What is this crap? This is amateur hour. It's amateur hour. What are they? I want something cool, man. Oh, SendPulse is a push notification on your site. Oh my goodness. Well, that's lame. Let's see what their abandoned cart flow looks like. Okay, that's pretty simple shit. I do love how they start selling SendPulse at the end of their blog post, though. If you guys paid attention to that, it really easily segged into a content that was garbage content, by the way, but it pushed me into their SendPulse shit. That's cool. And then opt in down here. I like that style. I like how they're asking questions right here. Like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's sweet. And then the sub, I'm not ready to talk, but I want to learn more about you. There we go. Boom. Several calls to action right here. Look at this. So you have contact us. I like how they have it. Too long, didn't read at the bottom. That's a PS, right? They summarize it. Contact us. Leave a reply if you want. So contact us is more important than replying to the blog post. Want to know more? That's the sub call right there. Boom, 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 boom. Then another call to action here. Just real experts you can talk to. Let's talk. That's if you want to call. But look, the link is to a telephone number there. I'm not ready to talk, but I want to learn more about you. There should be a call in at the end of that, though. We look forward to providing you with further information tailored to your interests. That should be better, but I like how they laid this out. Another contact right here on the footer. Cool, guys. That's a great layout for the bottom. You could do a little bit better, but it's cool. I need to put it down. Let's see. Fountain City. Are you ready to grow your business? Yeah, I can tell that's really their team members too. That's cool. Oh, here's their team. Damn. There we go, guys. Let's see. We got Seth. We've got Jorge Porta. Looks like a big team there. You got two coaches. Yes. We collaborate with a diverse network of top-tier business coaches. Great. Let's see what happens. Oh, when I click this, it calls me. I don't want to do that right now. Well, cool, cool. So anyway, Canva with ChatGPT. Anyone know any cool tips or tricks with that are more than just garbage? Let me know. Yeah, I got put on a pause over there for I think 2 days over some type of violation. I don't recall. I don't even think they told me what the violation was. So I want to pause right now. I've got a studio over there that's. I'm not even going to talk about that on that stream. It's so frustrating about the way some people do business, man. I'm giving you money and you're literally not responding to, like, it's not like you have to do anything. You're just not responding and I'm giving you money. Anyway, let's see. We really need to write a stronger offer for Scot.agency. Just sign up for my newsletter. It's pretty fucking weak. It's really just capturing people that know me right now. I need a better offer for that. And I think what it's going to be is it's got to be something of tremendous value. It's got to be something so stupid that you would be dumb to not put your email in there. You'd be stupid not to do it, right? What is so valuable that you would be dumb not to take it? What do you think? Probably customers. That would be the strongest one. Money, customers, status, power. Like, how could I give you something that you'd be so stupid to say no to? Maybe it's a full, like, what I would normally charge to do a live stream consult where it's like how to set your studio up, maybe. I don't know. Not everybody wants to live stream, though. Not everybody wants to do that. Um, maybe it's a guarantee that if you meet these conditions, that I will double your investment because I can do that too. I don't know. I'm going to think on it some more. For now, we're just going to catch subscribers that want to get my updates, I guess. All right, fellas and gents, I think I'm going to call it a wrap here. It's 1:30. We spent about 30 minutes hollering at each other, and I'm not going to be productive in my business tonight, so I'm going to take a rest. Thanks for hanging out with me in all my good times, my crazy times, and all in between. I can't wait until I show you exactly how big and how impactful we can actually be together. I can't wait to show you that. I think you're getting the idea now. I think you're starting to see how we might be able to work together, but I can't wait to show you exactly how we're going to work together. I'm getting there right now, I promise. So hang out with me a little bit. Shoot me a text or a phone call at 866-806-SCOT. That's 7268 866-806-7268. It could be a dad joke or it could be a stop streaming because you're bugging me or whatever. I don't care. This week, I'm going to be solving a implementation of inbound funnels for a company. We're going to be buying paid ads through a couple channels this week. setting up sales process. So we'll have a lot of stuff to stream this week of actual like work being done. And I grinded it out this last week until I was tired. So I'm still tired. I need some more rest, I think. Love you guys that are watching and following. Make sure I know who you are so that way I can take care of you too. Okay. And I'll see you shortly.